Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Cool News at 4. I'm Carlo. Dismissed Bambang Mayor Alice Guo will face perjury and disobedience to summon charges which the Senate plans to file before a local court within the week, according to Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. At a kapihan sa Manila Bay Forum on Thursday, Gatchalian said he had spoken to Senate Secretary Renato Pantoc, who informed him that the cases would be filed anytime soon. They are just polishing it. Medyo naging busy lang with all these things happening, yung pagdating ni Sheila Guo, but ready na rin i-file yun. 2 cases will be filed, perjury and disobedience to summons under the revised penal code, said Gatchalian. As for the timeline of the said filing, Gatchalian immediately answered within the week. Gatchalian said based on his knowledge, the cases to be filed are bailable. So pwede silang mag-bail, but pwede rin naman mag-request ang Senado na mag-issue ng mag-request for a whole departure order depende sa gravity ng kaso nila. But pwede rin yung i-request ng Senado lalo na lumabas na sentro sila sa krimen na nangyari, so we can request for that from the courts, he added. Gatchalian earlier disclosed that the disobedience case to be filed against Guo is for her supposed violation of the Article 150 of the revised penal code, which pertains to disobedience to summons reissued by Congress. Guo managed to flee the country despite an existing arrest warrant and lookout order. According to her sister Sheila Guo, they left the country together with their brother Wesley sometime in the first week of July by riding roads going to Malaysia. The Bureau of Immigration said last Thursday that the dismissed mayor was last reported to be seen in Jakarta, Indonesia. The Senate earlier issued an arrest order against Guo and 7 others for refusing to appear despite due notice at the Committee on Women's hearing on July 10. Guo has come under scrutiny after the Senate panel on women bared her alleged ties to illegal poker firm Zune One Technology Incorporated in Bamban Tarlac. Questions about her citizenship have also surfaced, leading to allegations that she is a Chinese spy, a claim she has vehemently denied. 10 days after the recovery operation, more than half of the 1.4 million liters of industrial fuel oil were extracted from motor tanker Terra Nova, one of the 3 sunken ships in Manila Bay, according to the Philippine Coast Guard. The contracted Salvor Hover Star reported over 806,000 liters of collected oily waste from 19 to 28 of August 2024, the PCG said in a statement on Thursday. On August 28, a total of 232,187 liters were extracted from motor tanker Terra Nova, bringing the total to 806,254 liters. This is the first time the PCG has reached its target of extracting 200,000 liters of IF a day. Harbor Star's divers also inspected pumps and hoses for any signs of leakage, but they saw no leaks observed during the underwater survey. PCG's BRP Sindangan also monitored the ship honing operation and utilized a water cannon to irrigate minimal oil sheen at ground zero. The Monetary Board of Bangko Sentro ng Pilipinas has terminated the contract between PSP and Allcard Incorporated, the supplier of Philsys ID cards. MB Resolution number 962, obtained by Inquiry.net on Thursday, states that the terminated contract covers the following: provision of technical and maintenance support personnel, training of PSP and Philippine Statistics Authority personnel, and supplies and delivery of raw materials, consumables, and wear and tear spare parts for 116 million pieces of Field ID cards. Included in the resolution is a notice of decision which detailed the grounds for termination of the contract as follows: ACI failed to deliver enough raw materials within the specific period, even within the extension granted, and ACI failed to maintain the production machinery due to unavailable machine spare parts, causing prolonged machine downtime. The document likewise indicated that ACI failed to perform the following obligations under the contract. ACI failed or refused to comply with valid instructions. ACI failed to timely provide a comprehensive and realistic catch-up plan. ACI effectively abandoned the contract. And ACI incurred almost 7% wastage, which grossly exceeded the 1% maximum allowable maximum wastage. As of June 30, the cumulative liquidated damages due from ACI have reached more than 10% of the contract price. The contract is hereby deemed terminated from receipt by ACI of the notice decision. No other paper or document shall be entertained by the Monitoring Board. The document signed by BSP Monitoring Board Secretary Clifton Abbott states. Earlier, BSP Governor Ali Remon Jr. confirmed the contract termination due to the delays in deliverables. This is a real problem. We have decided to terminate actually the old contracts because the contractor for these IDs has not been able to deliver, so we have terminated the contracts, the BSP chief explained. Remona added that they are now looking for a new vendor for the contract. We are negotiating for damages, and at the same time, we are looking for a new vendor for this contract. But this is an issue, and we are working on that issue, he said. In a separate phone call with Inquirer.net, ACI President Roy Ebora confirmed the termination of the said contract. He said ACI likewise filed for a motion of consideration with BSP's monitoring board. Everything is now with the appropriation court. We filed a motion for interim protection. I think the full title of what we filed is Interim Measures of Protection with the operational drive bundle. So all these are under operation. We also filed a motion for consideration with the monitoring board, said Ebora. The Supreme Court has ruled that Deadgate's long unjustified absence from the Marshall home may be considered evidence of physical psychological incapacity to comply with Marshall obligations. In a statement on Thursday, the SC cited the case of Leonora de la Cruz Lanuza against her husband Alfredo Lanuza Jr. Leonora and Alfredo married in 1984 and separated after 10 years due to Alfredo's changed behavior. He refused to provide financial support to his family and treated Leonora merely as an occupant of their home rather than as his wife. He also engaged in extramarital affairs, the SC statement read. Alfredo then married several women after the separation, it added. Leonora filed a petition to nullify her marriage. However, the regional trial court ruled that there was insufficient evidence to prove Alfredo's subsequent marriages. She filed a petition at the Court of Appeals, but it also denied her appeal. This prompted her to file a petition at the Supreme Court. The SC Second Division ruled in Leonora's favor. It declared her marriage void on April 17. The court declared the marriage void, ruling that Alfredo's long absence from his Marshall home showed psychological incapacity, which made him unable to fulfill his marital duties, the SC statement read. Under Article 68 of the Family Code, spouses are obligated to live together, observe mutual love, respect, and fidelity, and render mutual help and support, it added. Alfredo's infidelity, lack of support for his wife and children, and unjustified absence from his family indicate that he does not understand the responsibilities of a husband and father. And Acting Trade Secretary Christy Roque on Wednesday said that her office is putting more focus to help develop the Philippines' billion-peso beauty industry, growing support for micro, small, and medium enterprises in the sector under her watch. We have to realize that a lot of MSMEs are also into the beauty business, especially now that the beauty business is very strong, Roque told reporters during the opening of the Department of Trade and Industry's 5-day beauty fair in SM Mega Mall. Roque said that they aim to have targeted trade fairs going forward that feature companies engaged in the beauty business. By doing this, we also create avenues for MSMEs, for the business people to be able to showcase their products to a lot of mall goers, said Roque. She added that they see the local beauty industry as a growing market, noting in particular its growth in the digital space, where she said has helped it grow grow to billions of pesos. The DDI's first ever beauty fair was attended by over 40 brands in the skincare, body care, and the cosmetics industry. It is now 4:10 in the afternoon, and coming up on koolNews at 4, Philippine fintech adaptation via mobile apps to hit 80% by 2024 according to TGON. In headlines from around the world, tourists swallowed by sinkhole in Kuala Lumpur, search continues. Indonesia arrests men for selling Arhino horn via social media. Hunting gangs aren't even worried by Kenyan police. And in showbiz happenings, Colonel Anderson believes nobody is a perfect telestory comeback. And Spanish actor's son jailed for life for grisly Thai Island murder. Stick around, Cool News at 4 will be right back.
This time check is brought to you
Welcome back to koolNews at 4. Online loan platform Digito announced that the Philippines fintech adaptation through adoption through mobile apps may reach 79.5% by late 2024. That means the country will have 66.4 million unique users aged 15 and above by the end of the year. The company defines unique users as individuals who have used one application for the last 30 days. Digito derived its findings from United Nations data. The fintech platform says this increased adoption will come from the digital commerce segment and comprise 34% of the growth. Moreover, digital wallets will be 27.2% of the fintech adoption, and digital banking will be 8.6%. From September 2018 to June 2024, the mobile fintech adoption rate among adults was 76.2%, with 63.1 million unique users. Meanwhile, the number of cumulative downloads of fintech mobile apps in the country reached 670 million. These technologies contributed to the number of downloads, so here are the following. Digital commerce is sitting at 31.4%, digital wallets at 21.7%, online lending at 20.3%, payments and transfers at 11.6%, digital personal finance apps at 8%, and digital banking at 7%. Examining absolute figures during the first half of 2024, the digital lending sector had the largest download growth at 25.4 million. Also, these sectors had increased downloads, so here are the following again. Digital commerce with 13.5 million, digital wallets with 1.2 million, online payments and transfers with 7.8 million, digital banking with 6.2 million, and digital personal finance apps at 4 million. Digito says the number of downloads continues to grow at an average rate of 10.2% annually per half year. Furthermore, the digital sector experienced the highest growth rate at 22.3% over the first 6 months. The second largest growth came from digital payments and transfers at 17.7% and digital lending at 16.8%. Digital Business Development Manager Jose Areco commented on the analysis. The positive numbers seen in digital lending, digital wallets, and digital commerce can be attributed to growing trust in these segments and its natural synergies with one another. As strong demand for fintech in the Philippines continues, so do Filipinos' expectations on convenience, interoperability, and improved user experience across these applications. We believe that the Philippines remains on course towards widespread digitalization, with its fintechization far from weakening. And now let's get into the headlines from around the world. The Malaysian authorities were on August 27 still searching for an Indian national who vanished without a trace after falling into an 8-meter deep sinkhole 4 days before, with the search area enlarged to include sewer tunnels about 7 kilometers away. The shocking incident has turned the usually bustling shopping district of Jalan Masjid, India, where it occurred, into a mini ghost town as shoppers mostly avoided the area amid concerns about other possible sinkholes occurring. Some parts of the main street have also been cordoned off by the police, with access only to rescue and search workers, government officials, and the media. At the search site on August 27 was a ground-penetrating radar device to scour the soil using electromagnetic waves, local media reported, with the equipment brought in by the Malaysian Nuclear Agency. The agency joined the Fire Department, Kuala Lumpur City Hall, the police, wastewater management company in the Water Consortium, and the Public Works Department in the search for the missing tourists. Ms. V. Jayalakshmi, age 48, from India's Andhra Pradesh state, fell into the sinkhole that appeared out of nowhere on the pavement in Jalan Masjid, India, on August 23. She was heading towards a nearby temple. The authorities believe the woman was then swept into the sewer tunnels below, with gushing water running underground at the time due to recent heavy rain. Ms. Vijaya Lakshmi and her family had been in Malaysia for about 2 months and were due to fly home on August 24. Her husband, who was with her in Kuala Lumpur, and her son, who flew in from Thailand on the day of the incident, were too distraught to speak to reporters. The authorities have provided a counselor for the family members whose visa have been extended for a month. The family members, it is understood, have been waiting for updates at the police operational tent in Jala Masjid, India, located behind police lines where the media is not allowed access. So far, only a pair of slippers belonging to the victim has been found on August 24, according to officials. In the water has been using high-powered water jets to try to dislodge debris in the manhole about 70 meters from the sinkhole. A police officer overseeing the search, Assistant Commissioner Sulimi Friendly Sulaiman, told the media that the authorities believe dislodging the debris could help reveal the victim's location. Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil, who was at the Inda water plant in Pandai Dalam, about 7 kilometers southwest of Jala Masjid, India, on August 27, said all wastewater from that shopping area flowed to the plant. I was made to understand that all the sewage water in the city will end up here and will not go beyond this point due to metal screens placed on the ground. With the authorities periodically sending workers below to carry out inspections, he was quoted as saying by Bernama News Agency. We have been hit very hard. There's been 0 customers since the accident happened. Mahad Raja jeweler salesman Mohammad Nasser told the Straits Times. He said the business has 50 employees and the company will be forced to dip into its savings if the situation does not improve. I don't mind the authorities closing up the main street, but at least allow some space for pedestrians to walk through, said the 62-year-old, whose shop is located a mere 10 meters away from the sinkhole. Some shops near the sinkhole have remained shuttered due to the lack of business and traders' concerns about safety. Similarly, Mr. Shakmut Ali Shakmut told Straits Times that his business has suffered, but to a lesser extent than some other shops as it is located further away from ground zero. We usually have around 100 customers a day. Now we are lucky if we have 25. I'm also very angry with the fake news about this going viral. It's driving more customers away, said the manager of Little India Jewelers. He was referring to an image of Kuala Lumpur sitting atop a giant limestone cave that has gone viral. Indonesian authorities arrested a man trying to sell elephant tusks and the horns of critically endangered rhinos via social media. The illegal wildlife trade remains rampant in Indonesia, where law enforcement is lax, but the arrested man could face up to 15 years in prison if convicted, the Environmental Ministry said in a statement late Wednesday. Sumatra police began an investigation after seeing posts on Facebook earlier this year offering parts of protected wildlife for sale. A 60-year-old man, identified only by the initial CA, was arrested last week during a transaction while trying to sell a rhino horn and a pipe made of an elephant tusk in Palembang, Sumatra. And 2 months after the first Kenyan police officers arrived in Hati, little progress has been made against the country's rapacious gangs, and the build-up of an international policing mission appears stalled. With UN backing and funding from the United States, the mission was supposed to bring order to a nation where armed groups control 80% of the capital, Port-au-Prince. Yet the Kenyan police, now numbering 400, and their Hatian counterparts have not recaptured any gang strongholds, with frustration palpable among city residents. The abuse from the gangs continues, and dependents are even worried. Motorcycle taxi driver Watan Duran, age 29, told AFP, adding he had been in favor of the international intervention. I thought they would restore peace and support our police who were overwhelmed, he said. I am very concerned. I can't sleep at night because of the explosions. And now let's get into the showbiz entertainment happenings. Colonel Anderson is confident that Nobody is the perfect drama to mark his teleseries comeback, as it touches on sacrifice and integrity, themes that Anderson considers to be close to his heart. Anderson was announced as the lead of the Benedict McHugh helmed series during a launch event on Wednesday, August 28. While details on his castmates, storyline, and premiere date are yet to be revealed, he said it will touch on the character's journey. And finally, a Thai court on Thursday, August 29, jailed the son of the famous Spanish actor Rodolfo Sancho for life for the grisly murder of a Colombian plastic surgeon on a tropical holiday island in the raid case that has gripped Spain. Daniel Sancho Ronchnalo, a 30-year-old chef, was found guilty of the premeditated murder of Edwin Arrieta Arteaga on the tourist island of Copacabana last year. The case has generated numerous interest in Spain because the defendant's father, Rodolfo Sancho, is a well-known actor and scores of Spanish reporters have flown in for the trial. Prosacorn, Kate Wield, a lawyer for the victim's family, said they were happy with the outcome. And that is it for Cool News at 4. As always, you can get in touch with us with feedbacks and news suggestions at tvhthephilippines.news@gmail.com. Until then, I'm Caro. We will see you later for more news headlines with Cool News at 6 and Cool News Primetime at 9. Good afternoon.